TSN.
The cards are fun. The questions are great. The contestants are ready. Let's not make them wait. On Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome to Card Sharks. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining us as always at home. And Steve Taylor of Randall, Washington. Thanks for the opening poem, Steve. And now let's get to the cards. Janice and Lois, if you will, load in the cards. You can see we have a game in progress with these Card Sharks. Dennis Crowley, our champion. Hi, Dennis.
Oh, I'm pretty good. How about yourself, Jim?
I'm fine.
Oh, great.
Why don't we just sit here and talk for a while? We found out a lot about you, that you work at a school, you do some teaching, what have you. I never asked you what some of your hobbies are.
Well, my hobbies are chess, softball, bowling, baseball, and I umpire softball games as well as play them. So, I also do a little TV DXing as well.
TV DXing? What is that?
Well, sometimes when the atmospheric conditions are in a certain condition, okay, you can get TV stations like thousands of miles away.
Oh, I don't know if that's legal or not. I'm sorry, but I'm sure it's an interesting hobby, Dennis.
It is.
You've done very well here, winning $7,200, and I'm going over that one quick. Let's meet the challenger, Murphy White. Hello, Murphy.
Hi.
I don't want to get you in trouble, then. Murphy, won't you tell us again about yourself? We just met you on the last show.
Yeah, well, I just moved here from Kentucky, and right at the moment, I'm an unemployed social chemist.
A social chemist?
Yes, sir.
What's a social chemist?
Bartender. I figure if a garbage man could be a sanitation engineer, I can be a social chemist.
Okay, that sounds very good. Good luck to both of you. You both cut the cards in front of our audience?
Oh, sure did.
All right, we'll pick up where we left off. We play the best 2 games out of 3. Game 1 was won by the challenger, Murphy, so we're picking up in the middle of Game 2. And Dennis, the champion, needs this game. He's moved over. Now his base card is a 9, needing 1 card. Murphy has moved over as an 8 as her base card. With her deck, she needs 2 cards. Question 3, as we left off, goes to you, Dennis. Dennis, we asked 100 marriage counselors. Generally speaking, if a married man has an affair, but he knows he'll never do it again, should he confess it to his wife anyway? How many marriage counselors said he should confess it anyway?
You're asking a single person that question? Oh, boy. Okay. I say that that number is going to be pretty low because I don't think he wants to stir up any problems or any of that kind. I'd say about 23.
Dennis says 23 out of 100 say he should confess it. Murphy, higher or lower?
I think more should say you should confess it to try to get it out in the open and everybody, have an ease. I think just a little bit higher.
You say higher?
Yes.
Well, if it is higher, Murphy, you'll play your cards first. If not, it'll be Dennis with his, and the audience does not agree with Murphy's decision. Let's find out. The actual number of marriage counselors who said a man should confess an affair to his wife is 17. It's lower. Dennis, you're right.
Gotta kiss that 9 goodbye, Jim.
And winning the question, Dennis has the opportunity to change that 9 to a 6.
Okay, it's gotta be higher, Jim, please.
Higher than a 6 for the win.
Yes!
And Dennis ties things up. Each player with 1 game and $100, and we have to set up for the tiebreaker. And in the tiebreaker, there'll be just 3 cards up there and 3 questions here. And we'll start the tiebreaker with a question to you, Murphy. Murphy, we asked 100 married men. Since you got married, have you ever given another woman a kiss that was more than just friendly? How many men admitted they have?
Well, I think there's quite a few. If they've been married a long time, get a little strange or something. But I think quite a few.
You think marriage does that to people, huh, Murph?
Well, I don't know, variety, they say.
Oh.
I'd say about 53.
53 out of 100 have given a kiss that was more than just friendly, Dennis.
Well, Jim, there's one good thing about being single. You can kiss a woman any way you want to. But I'm going to say that number's going to be a little bit lower.
Okay, I'm not going to make any comment at all. You say low. The actual number of married men who've given another woman a kiss that was more than just friendly is 30. It's lower. Dennis. And the champion starts the tiebreaker with a 10.
Jim, we got to kiss that one goodbye, too.
Changing the 10 to a 2.
Love that goose. Higher, Jim.
Higher than a 2. An ace.
Lower, Jim.
the championship. Yes! Dennis wins it again. Oh, Murphy, I thank you for joining us. I hope you get a job soon as a social chemist. And you've got $100 here and some nice party gifts. Thanks for being here. Murphy White. Dennis, come on down here. Dennis goes for the big money right after this. Congratulations. Good comeback.
All morning long. There's a big breakfast in those fun.
Back with our champion, Dennis Crowley. You already have over 7,000. You're a gambler, I must say.
Oh, I bet I am.
Are you ready to go for the big money?
Definitely.
Let's open the board and get to the money cards. Come on. Already opened up for you, Dennis. See how much of a hurry we are to get you ready?
Oh, boy, that's great.
Here we go. The money cards with $200 of new money, Dennis, and these 3 cards on the bottom level. Bet them as you will. Move up to the second line. We'll give you another $200 of betting money. 3 more cards. Minimum bets, of course, $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet, and there you must risk at least half the money. Good luck. Here's $200. And you can change your base card on each of 3 levels if you need to. You'll start off with $200 and a 9.
Oh, kiss that one goodbye, Jim.
Well, I'm not that close to it to kiss it, but I'll change it.
Okay.
Changing the 9 to an 8, right up the middle.
Okay, $50 lower.
Minimum bet $50 that this card is lower than an 8. It is
Right,
a
great
2.
card. All of it. Higher.
$250 higher than a 2. Yes, with a 4.
All right, all of it higher.
Again, all of it $500 higher than a 4. Yes, with a 9. Good job on the bottom line with 1,000. We'll give you another 200 as we move it up. You've got
Put some
1,200.
wings on that card and let it fly away.
Changing the 9, and again, the top card off the top of the deck. You must play this one. A
Oh,
king.
great. All of it lower.
$1,200 trying to double it. No! Oh, an ace came up at the wrong time. And it looked like such a good card, Dennis.
Sure did.
Well, that's the first time the money cards have failed you, though, in 3
Yeah, that's
cracks.
true.
So come on down here, Dennis, and maybe you'll get another chance to do it. Still have the 200 in the game. You've got $7,400. You're still a good champion.
Thank you.
Maybe you get another crack. We'll find out after we meet a new challenger right after this. That was tough. That was tough. For the king, you got it.
3-3.
Dennis. Janice is dealing out 2 brand new decks of cards. That means it's time to meet a new challenger on Card Sharks. Sharon Herbst. Hello, Sharon. Oh, see that? My goodness, nice to have you here.
Thank you. I love being here.
Won't you tell us about yourself?
Okay, I'm Sharon Herbst, and I'm from Woodland Hills, previously Denver, Colorado. And I'm a freelance writer, and I really am into yoga and tap dancing.
Yoga, they go together?
Sure. I mean,
Yoga and
get
tap
your
dancing.
feet behind your head and start tap dancing. That's
Tap dance, I'm sorry.
Right.
We're happy to have you here with us, Sharon. Have you cut your cards? Then we'll start the best 2 games out of 3 with a question to the champion. Dennis. Dennis, we surveyed 100 people who live in Middletown, Pennsylvania, the site of the recent 3 Mile Island nuclear accident. And we asked them, do you think the nuclear power plant at 3 Mile Island should be shut down forever? How many people in Middletown said the power plant should be shut down forever?
Well, I think that's going to be probably a pretty high number because all the publicity it got and from what had happened and from them seeing all that smoke coming out of their chimney. So I'm going to say it's about 67.
67 out of 100 people said it should be shut down forever, Sharon.
Well, I think that they probably wish it were. However, nuclear energy is still an important part of all of this, even with all the tragedies.
So what do you think they said?
I really think that they said that lower. It would be lower, fewer of them.
Well, the actual number of people in Middletown who think the 3 Mile Island nuclear power plant should be shut down forever is 43. It is lower. Sharon, yes.
Okay.
Sharon,
let's have an
good thinking on that. Of course, some of them may work there, too. Sharon, you start with a queen.
Oh, beautiful. I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a queen, a jack.
Okay, I'll have to keep going lower.
Risking it lower than a jack.
Oh,
no, an ace.
no.
Not lower.
Oh.
Back to the base card you go, and that gives Dennis a free chance at a 5.
Higher, Jim.
Higher than a 5?
Right.
No, another 5. Not higher. Janice will fill in the spaces with the next cards off the top of your deck. And Sharon.
Yes.
Sharon, we asked 100 mothers. When you're yelling at your kids, are you ever horrified to hear your mother's voice coming out of your mouth? How many mothers said they've been horrified to realize they're saying the same things their mother did?
Oh, for sure. I think that's really going to be high. I don't have any children, but I yell at my dog a lot. So I really think that most of us are horrified when we hear ourselves yelling anyway, but hear the same words as our mom. It's got to be at least 65.
65 out of 100 said, yeah, they've done that.
Oh, I gotta say they're much higher than that because they're pretty easy to scare, those kids.
So you say, well, we were asking the mothers, and the actual number of mothers who've been horrified hearing their mother's voice coming out of their own mouth is 69, just a little higher. Dennis with a 5.
All right, I'm gonna stick with the 5, Jim, and go higher.
Higher than the 5?
Come on.
This time it is
All
with
right.
an 8.
Breaks.
Put that card right up the middle, and we move over the freeze bar as Dennis freezes. Dennis, we asked 100 suburban housewives across the country. Have you ever caught your next-door neighbor peeping from behind a curtain at you? How many housewives said yes?
Oh, what kind of suburbia is this? In the middle of the desert or in the middle of the woods? Well,
All
I'm
across
still
the
going to
country.
say it's going to be a pretty low number there, Jim, because talking about suburbia, all of it, it's going to be about 23.
23. Now, Sharon, you live in a nice suburban community, Woodland Hills, California. What do you think?
Well, I think if they're going to be peeping and they're neighbors, they're going to peep carefully. So I would have to think that it's going to be lower.
You say lower.
Even though everyone
What you're
said,
saying is that they tried not to get caught, right? Yes, you say lower.
Quick peepers.
The actual number of housewives who've caught their neighbor peeping out from behind a curtain at them is 50. It is not
Oh,
lower,
my
it's higher. Dennis, well, with an 8.
Okay, that 8's got to go, Jim.
Now winning the question, he
an
can
8?
change the 8 to a queen.
All right, lady luck. All right. Lower, Jim.
Lower than a queen. No, an ace. An ace hurts Sharon, and now it hurts Dennis. Sharon, you've got a queen.
I'm going to go lower.
Lower than the queen. It is a 9.
I think I'm going to... I'm going to freeze.
You're going to freeze.
I'm going to do it.
Dennis was giving you some nice encouragement.
Isn't he sweet? I just love it.
Well, we've got an interesting board as both players need
Yes.
3 cards, sudden death. Sharon, we found 100 corporate executives. These men are the heads of some of the country's largest corporations. And we asked them, is your secretary a man? How many corporate executives have a man for a secretary?
Oh, just because they're corporate executives doesn't mean they don't like to watch skirts. I think that would be very low.
I didn't understand that logic, Sharon, but whatever you said.
Well, I mean, I think that they would still would rather have a woman.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Well, how many
Unless
had a
men
man?
are wearing skirts this year. I would say only about 12.
12 out of 100 corporate executives had a man secretary, Dennis.
All right, I used to work at a department store in New York, and I've come up with a lot of corporate executives, and I've seen a lot of them have men as secretaries. So I'm going to say it's a little higher, Jim.
You say higher. Well,
Yes.
this will decide control of that
Higher.
board. Someone's going to have a long way to go. This is important.
Higher.
The actual number of corporate executives whose secretary is a man is 0. Not higher, none of them. Sharon.
About that. Lots of
Sharon.
out there.
It is sudden death. You have a 9. You need 3 cards. Dennis has a better base card, a queen, but he also needs 3. You've got
Yes.
control. Play it or pass
I'm
it.
going to let Dennis have it.
All right,
He's
Dennis,
such
if
a
you can turn
sweetie.
over all 3 cards, you win, but make one mistake, the game belongs to Sharon. With a queen. Call this.
Okay, Jim, I got a long, rocky road, and I'm going to start off with a lower card. Real
Lower
low,
than
Jim.
a queen. Oh, no, it's not lower, and right away, the challenger wins game 1 in sudden death. So, Sharon's ahead, and we'll be back with game 2 in a moment. Right now, we're going to take time out for this.
Call now.
Family Feud is fun for the whole family.
Family Feud, tonight starting at 6/5 Central on GSN.
So it's game 1 of the challenger. Janice is dealing out the same 2 decks of cards. Here come the next cards off the top of the deck. And as I recall, Dennis, you've come from behind before.
I'm going to try and do it
Got to
again.
try to do it again. Dennis, we found 100 newlywed women. Now, these are all women who have been married less than 6 months.
Right.
And we asked them, which news would make you happier? If we told you you were pregnant, or if we told you you weren't? How many newlywed women said they'd be happier if we told them they were pregnant?
Another question for a single guy. But I'm just going
I
to
know what your answer would be then, Dennis. Yes.
But going to experience with relatives, my sister and everything, I'm going to say that's going to be a fairly high number. I'm going to say it's about 46.
He says that 46 out of 100 say, yeah, they'd be happy if they found out they were pregnant, Sharon.
They were pregnant?
That they were pregnant.
All right. I have to say, in today's modern age, women are waiting a lot longer to have children, and after 6 months, are you kidding? You haven't had time to learn how to scrub the pot. Definitely lower.
And we all know if you scrub the pot, what's going to happen, right? Look, the actual number of newly married women who would be happy to know they were pregnant is 39. That's right. It's lower. 39 know how to scrub the pot and they're willing to learn more. Sharon, you start with a queen.
Great. I'll go lower.
Lower than a queen. A jack.
Lower.
Risking it lower. It is a 2.
Higher.
Higher than a 2. A king.
Lower.
We have a new champion. If this is lower, no. Oh, and with an ace, Sharon goes all the way back to the base card. Dennis, you are still in it and looking at a 5.
I'm going to go higher, Jim.
Higher than a
Please.
5. A king.
Lower, Jim.
Lower than a king. A 5.
Higher again, Jim.
Risking it higher. It is an 8.
Break.
Well, we turned over a lot of cards there. Sharon, that's right. The audience said go for it. I seem to recall that's what you said to her before, Dennis. Go for it. Sharon, we asked 100 college men. Do men understand politics better than women? How many college men said, yes, men do understand politics better?
Oh, I think that number would be high. Men are still, believe it or not, they think that they're better at those kind of things. As far as I'm concerned, they are, because I'm not into politics. So I would say the number would be high, about 75.
75 out of 100 college men said, yes, men do understand politics better.
I think
Dennis.
a lot of men are going to, I think, are going to hate me, and I think I'm going to run out of here because I'm going to say, I'm going to defend the women on this one. But I'd say that women are sort of more alert on this kind of subject.
And how many
I'm
men said that men understand
yeah,
politics
I'm
better?
saying, I know that. But therefore, that number's going to be lower, Jim.
I guess I wasn't
Just a
alert.
little
on that.
bit lower.
You said lower.
Just a little bit.
The actual number of college men who think men understand politics better than women is 55. You're right, Dennis. You got it. It's lower.
Great.
You've got an 8.
Oh, we got to say goodbye to that 8.
Big change, needing one card to tie up the match.
Good one.
He's got a jack.
Okay, lower, Jim, please.
Lower than a
lower.
jack to tie things up. It is a 3 lower, and we have a tie. Well, the champion makes part of a comeback, tying things up, and now we get set for the tiebreaker with 3 cards up there, 3 questions here. Dennis, we asked 100 bachelors, has your date ever ordered such an expensive meal that you had to pretend you really weren't hungry just so you could pay the dinner check? How many bachelors said that's happened to them? Now you're a bachelor, Dennis.
Oh, now you're coming up Crowley's alley. Okay. Now, in this situation, from a couple girls that I know of, I think that number's going to be really low. And I'm going to say it's about 12, because I don't think any of those kind of girls will pull that kind of stunt on me.
All right, Dennis said that 12 out of 100 have gotten stuck, had to eat less because the date ordered too expensive a meal.
I think girls are pretty considerate, but I think some of them just don't even look at the menu prices. I would have to say go a little bit higher.
You say
than that.
higher.
Yeah.
Would you do that, Sharon?
Never happened.
The actual number of bachelors who had to pretend not to be hungry so they could pay the dinner check is 26. It's higher, Sharon.
Good, good.
And the challenger starts the tiebreaker with a 7.
Oh, I'd like to change that, please.
Winning. Dennis is rooting. I hear him back there saying, here comes an 8. No, it's a 6. A little better.
Well, I have to go higher.
Higher than a 6? No, a 5. Dennis still in it with a 6.
Okay, higher, Jim.
Higher than a 6? No, a 4. Couldn't take advantage of it. And we go to question 2. Sharon. Sharon, we asked 100 people, would you favor a law that would forbid any kind of labor strike? How many people said they would?
That's got to be high. I think we all get sick of the unions after a while. All I do...
Shh. If the lights go out, friends, we know what happens.
Oh, I forgot the cameraman. Oh, dear. We're going to put a mustache on me.
How many people said they would be in favor of a law prohibiting strikes?
I think that it's got to be at least 65.
65. What do you think, Dennis?
Jim, unions got the power in this country today. It's got to be lower.
Lower. The actual number of people who would favor a law that would forbid a labor strike is 33. It's lower, Dennis.
Jim, I'm going to change that card.
And now Dennis can get rid of the 6 with a queen.
All right, lower, Jim.
Lower than a queen. A 9.
All right, lower again.
He's risking it. If it's lower, he has the championship for the win. No, not lower. Sharon, a big break. You got a free chance to play off the 6.
Gotta go higher.
Higher than a 6, a 7.
All right, higher.
For the championship, higher. Yes, it is. Sharon wins it. And Dennis, you leave us with $7,500.
That'll look great time.
Thank you, Dennis. Dennis Crowley. Sharon, come on down here. Sharon Herbst with a big comeback. Congratulations. We'll be right back right after this.
Ryans.
Well, we crowned a new champion, Sharon Herbst. I'm getting caught in her dress here. We'll get everything straightened out. She'll play the money cards on our next Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
We're kicking off a brand new season of the Newlywed Game with a 4-episode mini marathon.
I like that.
4 all-new episodes featuring new couples,
Please do not ask him to dance on TV.
That's happening, girl. Give him a hand.
new questions,
Are you guys rolling in the hay, too?
and a newly married Sherry Shepherd.
Let me tell you something about the Newlywed Game. Don't ever play it safe.
The Newlywed Game, a brand new season, all new tonight, starting at 8/7 Central, only on GSN.